if it's a fetish, it's like, when will they hit a threshold and like, all right, I'm tired of this fake shit. I need something real. Like I want to see something real now. And like, would it get to that point?
That's the scary part because fetishes tend to lead to that, right? What up? We back for another week of the Rick Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half, your host, Rick, back for another one.
Yes,
What's
sir.
poppin'?
That's goody.
Man.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up?
Man, nothing, busy, same old shit. Busy with work. But that's about it, it's birthday month for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said last week, the most important birthday has already passed. So now
Yep.
focus on myself and then my mother, I guess. Damn, man, I'm the third important birthday in March.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, my world facts, yeah. But other than that, so what, man, be 35. 35. So that's a time. It's a time to reflect and do all that type of shit.
well,
Why are you looking like that, man?
it was freezing.
Because
It was
give
freezing.
yourself one more month.
Nah, I'm not. I mean, you turning 35 though. I'm turning 27, so I don't know Gemma.
Yeah, you're right. Let me rephrase. So I feel good. I know you feel great. Probably it'll be a weekend full snowboarding. Probably go Saturday and Sunday, and then but yeah, man. How about yourself?
And just celebrated. I mean, we just celebrated my youngest's birthday, and then
Yes.
this will be. Well, I mean, this is technically while we're recording tomorrow is my sister's birthday. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
she's actually the young one. No, I'm not 27, but but yeah, nah, she's her birthday's tomorrow. So birthday's in March. Yeah, happy birthday, Tato. This is a week late, but I'll tell you on your actual day. It's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So happy birthday again. But yeah, nah, I mean, shoot, working and then shoot, trying to make it big.
Mm,
Man,
feel
hey,
you.
I want to get a gaming channel so bad, but it's too expensive, bro.
What's like getting the
PC,
equipment and all that? Oh,
yeah, PC.
PC. Yeah.
Because I mean, you have PC just has more availability to everything compared to being tied down to a system. I mean, I could start cheap and just start with what I got,
No, I feel you though.
but I want
Yeah,
to like game. I
PC.
want to game with like y'all though, like you and Anton and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, my laptop is barely cutting it for what I do. Play a little bit of finals and Power World, but yeah, PC, actual gaming PC would be nice.
Yeah, it's too expensive right now.
Yeah, I don't really got a spot to put it either. I guess I could put it in here, but it's like I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess that's the
Probably
other thing too. I don't know where I would put mine. I guess down here, but I don't. I mean, that would discourage me from playing it because I'm not coming down here that much for real. Like,
Yeah, to be kind of away from everything.
yeah, it would have to be in the room, and then I can't be like loud in the room though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Play at whatever time you want for real.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really don't have a choice but to put it down here. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be a time for a different time, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So in the meantime, y'all need to go ahead and share, like, and subscribe and all that stuff, and send all this stuff so that we can become rich off of this. Nah, not rich, but so we can do this full time, and then
Revenue.
we can get the revenue, and then we can expand to other ventures.
For real.
So, but nah, yeah, that's just something that I've been thinking about lately because I'm like, man, I'd love to just do that.
Yeah. Still playing the GameCube?
Yeah. Well, now I've been playing my old Game Boy.
Oh, okay.
Game Boy Color. Yeah.
Got you.
I was playing Pokemon Yellow. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Man, I get in those phases where I just be like, man, I want to play some of the old stuff.
For real.
Hey, but this is what I was thinking. No, this is what I was realizing, bro. Video games have really cheated us, like in the present times, because
So
I'm looking at the games that I was playing. All right, for example, I played Madden 04. I think that's the one with Michael Vick on it on the GameCube. Bro, all the mini games and stuff on there,
oh yeah.
bro, the mini games on there is hard. Like I mean, like they're good, like they're dope. You know what I mean? There was just so much more you can do in the seasons and stuff like that. And then just the soundtracks, like the soundtracks were dope. Like that's when they used to have like music that's in mainstream media, but then they also had music that was exclusively made
For the game.
for the game. Yeah, but it sounded like a real song. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely. I downloaded some Madden on Kazaa and LimeWire. I downloaded some Madden tracks.
bro. So, but then that's what I'm saying. Like now, like the last Madden that I actually played was Madden 18, maybe or something like that. And I was playing that, and I just like it. Really don't like they improve. Obviously, the graphics improve each year, but like I was looking at some of the features on it, and it just don't have the same features. Like it seemed like they took a lot of stuff away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was watching, maybe you were talking about this as well, but I was watching like a YouTube video, and they were talking about the old Maddens and like all the game modes and stuff that you could do. They were talking about specifically the QB camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were talking about how goated that was and how that it actually, if you did it, it actually did teach you how to play the game.
Yeah.
Like it taught you basic or the mechanics of the game, right?
Yeah.
So but yeah, now do they have any of that in?
That's what I don't
Or
remember.
would it be like
seeing,
an expansion pack or some bullshit like that these days?
they be, they always make everything DLC. That's the other thing. Everything is DLC when all the stuff came on the game. Which what I'm learning about DLC is that I didn't know. I guess apparently most of the stuff is already on the game. You have to buy it to unlock it, basically. Like if that makes sense. Like it's already on the disc. So like when you buy DLC or something like that, it basically just unlocks the coding for it or whatever.
Got it.
So you're buying a game at $60 or $70, whatever it is, but it's not the full game. Whereas back in the day, the game was like $30-$40, but it was the whole game. So you're not unlocking anything. You know, if anything, you're unlocking stuff as you play the game, but not because you buy it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
they used to have Madden cards that you can use in the middle of games, like it increased.
I remember
catch.
that.
Remember that stuff? Yeah. And it made it fun, like to collect Madden cards, because then it's like, all right, I got to get these points or whatever, and I can unlock a new pack. You know what I'm saying? And then I can, like now it's like, bro, I don't know. I guess they do that My Team stuff, but and I guess people play that. They like that. That's cool. But
I never done the My Team or anything. Yeah,
I didn't either. Not even on 2K. I didn't do it. Like, but I don't know. I was just playing it. I was like, man, they cheating us out of a lot of stuff. We don't have like what's that called? NBA Street.
Yeah.
That bro,
who got game this basketball? Yeah.
When it comes to this basketball.
Yeah.
You sent that video, didn't you? When they redid it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. So I didn't realize EA Sports Big, which I don't know what happened to them, but they came out with some hitters because they had NBA Streets Volume 1, 2, and 3 in home court.
Yeah.
They had NFL Street, FIFA Street, which all of them had like 2 or 3 games in them.
Damn,
they had
played FIFA Street, did I?
I didn't, but it looked dope though. It looked dope. I played NFL Street. NFL Street was dope.
Yeah, that was fun.
Number 2 is the one I wish I would have owned because it had I remember it had like this, like basically like you run with the football and they just got to tackle you. I forgot the name of the game though. But the longer you run with the ball, the more points you get. Whoever got the most points at the end wins. But it's just like basically you just pick a player. Yeah. And you just pick a player and you just run around. You got stiff arm people. You can run off the wall and stuff like that. It's dope.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a mini game because I remember I borrowed it from one of my brother's friends, and I only played that game mode. Like I like the game. The game is dope, but that game mode got me stuck. So that they had SSX Tricky. There were some other games they had. I want to say, nah, they didn't have that. But yeah, there were some other games they had too, though. But then there was like NBA Ballers, NBA. Then there was Street.
Oh yeah, Ballers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Street Hoops with the N1 players, like all that stuff. Like we don't get those type of games anymore.
Why don't you think we get those type of games? I think it's because they're too afraid of them to fail.
I think that's probably the biggest reason, because honestly, they seem like they would be cheaper to make.
Yep.
And the replayability of it is probably greater. And now with more like online play, I think they would have more success.
I think it's possible as well.
Yeah. And I don't know. I personally, I think they could make more money by doing that if they were. But we got to get rid of this DLC stuff, man. Like, don't make it to where like, oh man, because like I was playing. All right, Street Volume 2, for example, you can unlock all the old school players, but you just got to play the game and beat it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, like all those dudes. Only thing is now they would just be like, oh, to get this specific Michael Jordan, you have to buy it for $30, and then it comes with like no,
with the DLC pack.
Yeah.
That's the only way you get this. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only way you get 93 Mike.
But I do think that they would think it would fail, which I don't know. I feel like if they were to really poll the market, like really just kind of survey it and just they would see, I don't think it would fail. I think it would do well.
I think, bro, first off, maybe it's because copyright. I hope that's not it. But I think it will do well. I think it will do well because there's a serious side or a realistic, and then there's the more fun, casual, which can turn into serious competitive, a serious competitive side as well. Just when people find the mechanics and how to grade or how to whatever. But I think it would bring the casual sports players back over to playing sports games and stuff. Because I would buy it. I would definitely play NBA Street, NFL Street. I would try FIFA as well. So I think I would have more fun doing that than playing Madden or 2K because I don't know those game mechanics. I don't know all those buttons. I don't know how to swoosh my fucking joystick the right way to, do a 360 or whatever. So that's it
right there. Because like you just said, that those games are easier for the casual sports gamer. There's nothing involved. You just pass, shoot, and then you got some handles, but the handles are just like one or two buttons. Like on NBA Street Volume, all you gotta do is hold one of the trigger buttons, which are one of the turbo buttons. You hold one of the turbo buttons and you press the dribble button, and it changes what move you do.
Exactly.
If you hold one button, it does this. You hold two, or you hold three, it does different moves based on the turbo. So, and it's like you don't have to do all the you gotta turn this a 90-degree angle plus hit this at the same time. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Dunks are the same thing. You just hold a certain turbo button, hit the B button, and then it'll do one of the dunks. Like
get close to the rim, sprint towards the rim.
Yeah, that's like the arcade style games.
That's exactly it. Yeah, arcade style games.
That's the I don't know. I feel like that could be your bread and butter, to be honest. But you know what? When you said copyright, I think there might be something to that.
Yeah, I think that EA Big and
because EA Big is part of the EA Sports, but EA Sports doesn't make they don't do live anymore.
Right.
Well, they still do Madden. I guess they're still EA Sports, right? I don't know.
Madden, probably,
They used to. I know they were EA Sports growing up, but now I don't even know if they're still EA Sports. I guess they are.
EA.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah. So, because they releasing these Tony Hawk Pro Skater in bundles, like 1 and 2. If they would release NBA Street Volume 1 and 2 or NFL Street 1 and 2 together, I would definitely cop those.
They need to port them to the newer systems, and then add online, because I feel like you make money. People will buy it. And then what? I'm just thinking you got the new generation of players, but they can't try to make everything realistic. That's the only thing.
I know. You think they would overdo it in these in these games too.
Mhm.
They would add some mechanics where it's like, all right,
Yeah, where it's like this is not necessary.
overcomplicating it.
Yeah, the fun of the game is it's just a simple game, like, you know.
Yeah,
It's just something simple that like I can just pick up and play. Like I don't need to think about it too much. That's the only reason why I be going back and playing those games. Like it's just a few buttons. Like I don't need to think about. I don't feel like it being a full drawn out like game. Like you said, like with Madden or the new NCAA. Like, bro, you need to really have a game plan to play against somebody. Like I'm not trying to really coach, bro. I just want to throw a touchdown.
Yeah, let me bomb some Hail Marys and
Bro, when they started doing Madden where like you gotta when you throw the ball, you gotta pick what type of catch you want to do, if it's possession or you want to fall to the ground. Do you want to do a jump catch or like you gotta hit a button when you throw it to the receiver. If you switch the receiver, you gotta hit a button to decide what type of catch you want to do. And if you don't do it, then you're gonna drop the ball.
wow.
Same thing with the defensive back. Like you gotta decide, oh, do you want to go for the interception, knock it down like you used to? But it's like it's not as easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all of it is it's too much. It's like, bro, I don't play video games for them to be real. Like I don't want to know what it's like to play in the NFL. I just want to play.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to think. Imagine I'm doing this stuff at the press of a button.
Yes.
To actually be in the quarterback's mindset.
Right. I just want to drop back with Mahomes and throw a 90-yarder down the sideline to like Travis Kelce or something and get a touchdown. Like that's all I want to do. I'm not trying to decide what type of catch and all that stuff. Like
that's why I never heard of that. So yeah, that's news to me.
Yeah, bro, it's silly. When I first played the first one I played like that, they had to do that. I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
I was about ready to quit because I was like, bro, I'm wide open. Like, why do I have to do that? And it was like, no, you have to press that button to like.
Oh man,
no, just let me catch the ball. Like, why can't I just hit the Y button to catch it or that triangle, whatever? You know,
like you said, the realism.
Yeah,
realism off the charts.
They did have NBA playgrounds. They made NBA playgrounds 1 and 2, but they were trash.
For that,
in my tail bought both of them. There was it was just street ball. Bro? It was street ball, but it was like 2-on-2, I think. But and it was more modern because it had like all the newer players, and you can get some old school players too. But
so it's supposed to be like NBA Jam, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like NBA Jam with a NBA Street mix to it, but there was nothing special that you can do. Like the players didn't have like any type of special handle for real. There wasn't any special dunks. 3-point shooting was like you just gotta get it in the green zone, and then it's gonna you'll hit. There wasn't really anything special. You can play online, or you can do like a little like tournament mode thing. But there wasn't nothing like there was no storyline or nothing like that.
Yeah,
it was just here we're trying.
Sounds like introduction game for a younger kid.
It was whack. It was made by 2K. I think
2K.
Because I think it was made by 2K because 2K had WWE playgrounds as well, which is the same style, like the art style, like the big head, small bodies. It wasn't very. I think it was made by 2K. I want to say it was.
Oh yeah, it was big head, small body.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, this says. Oh yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, it was a series published by 2K. Yeah, NBA 2K series. Yep. Playground. Previous related titles: NBA Jam, NBA Street. But yeah,
you remember who else had a big head? What was first in Crash Bandicoot the villain?
Oh,
did you ever play Crash Bandicoot?
I played Crash Bandicoot, but I didn't play it that closely.
Okay. It was the villain. He had like.
I vaguely know what you're talking about.
And I forgot his name. But anyways,
was like a scientist.
He was a scientist. What was Crash Bandicoot?
He's a bandicoot.
Oh, I thought it was a hamster.
No, he's a bandicoot. A bandicoot. It is. It's a small marsupial native to. This is what they look like here.
Yeah.
In New Guinea, it looks like a guinea pig. Here you go.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Crash doesn't look like that at all.
Well, that's because Crash was probably some type of experiment.
True. His ears look like that.
Yeah, see? There he is.
And his nose a little bit, but
Yeah, see, he's a mutant. Where humans and mutant, mutant animals coexist.
well,
So,
what if he was?
yeah,
They had mammoths in that game, didn't they?
Nope. I don't know. I actually don't know. All
They
we
sure
know,
did. They sure did.
they did.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Go figure. See, I didn't play it that closely.
Yeah.
I knew he was some type of mutant rat.
But anyway,
So, just like Crash Bandicoot is a mutant rat, scientists are experimenting with another rat, or I guess it's a guinea pig. I guess it's a guinea pig. Yeah, it's a guinea pig. Well, no, it's not a guinea pig. It's
a hamster?
It's a mouse, I guess.
Mouse?
Mice. They're mice. They're
Yeah,
called
they're mice.
Yeah. So here we are again with some more mutant animals, right? Woolly mice. Woolly mice. Let's just take a look at it and then we'll talk about it. All right. That sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Let me cue that up real quick. All right, here we go.
Well, a Texas-based bioengineering company is attempting to bring back the woolly mammoth with genetic engineering, and it's starting out small with its first steps. Colosso Bioscience is engineering the mouse equivalent of mammoth genes to create 38 woolly mice.
We birthed 38 mice, and they were all, edited and happy and healthy, and there weren't any unintended consequences.
Happy and healthy.
Cuter than we, originally anticipated, which I guess is a good thing.
Lamb says the company wants to bring back the woolly mammoth and other species to build a de-extinction toolkit.
We're looking to lose up to 50% of all biodiversity between now and 2050 if we don't do anything. We know modern conservation works. It just doesn't work at the speed at which we're changing the environment, eradicating species, and destroying habitats, right? We're changing the environment and the planet much faster than nature has the ability to evolve and adapt.
Well, a Texas-based bioengineering...
Evolve and adapt.
Yeah. Woolly mice.
Woolly mice.
They said the only side effect is they are cuter than they thought.
Which I think that probably works in their favor tenfold.
Yeah.
If they were ugly, people would be like, why are y'all doing that experiment? And they wouldn't be openly talking about them like this.
Yeah. Peter would be at their doorstep.
Hell yeah. Hey, where are these mutants you're creating? You got 38 of them?
38 is a weird number, though.
Yeah. He was proud. He was like,
oh, would you own one?
No. It has mammoth genes in it. What if they what if the mammoth gene unlocks within the mice and they start breeding and then they get bigger and bigger. They start growing tusks and then they run around like little warthogs and they're even bigger than that, bro.
I just was thinking that. Like, it's not me because I'm like, man, I think with science, bro, I think they believe that the possibilities are so minute that this is okay to do, but minute does not mean impossible. And so, like, even if it's like 0.1% chance that one of them grows to be like the size or even partially the size of a woolly mammoth, you've got an issue.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because like we're not ready for that. Not ready for that. And yeah, it's just like, all right, so like, because like now you can't kill it. You can't just outright kill it because now this is an animal that people are going to be upset about it. I'm like, oh, you need to try to neutralize it or something and keep it alive. And I was thinking that I'm like, yeah, this is gonna get ugly.
They're gonna be like, you created it, you take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So just think they're starting with the woolly mammoth. But what if they try to go, what if they just start selecting other old animals? Like I'm thinking about like dinosaurs. What if they try to get dinosaur genes within some type of animal? Are dinosaurs or older, more prehistoric animals, are they more inherently, I would say, vicious or violent?
You know what? I don't think we really know.
Yeah.
I think there's just an assumption there that they are, but I mean, think about it. What animal is just really inherently violent? like these are like survive, like these are instincts for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like lions are not, they're not necessarily just running around killing for the sake of it. Like
True.
this is like we're feeding our family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They have had cases where there are lions that are just like raiding villages or whatever, or like whatever in some stories across the globe where that stuff happens. But those are like one-offs. It's not like just a pride of lions running through a village and just eating people for no reason. You know what I
Or
mean?
taking bites out of people and just
Y-
leaving
yeah,
them.
exactly. It's like when people say, "Oh, these animals are violent," like when people be like, "Oh man, these alligators just tore that person up." Well, why are you swimming in like especially like where they be like signs of like, "Hey,
Yeah,
alligators
they're
are
out
here, or
here.
sharks are here." It's like,
Yeah,
why are you calling these animals violent? But bro, like you're in their territory, so I mean, they're
that's a
doing what
fact.
they, you know what I'm saying? They're doing what they do.
So okay.
So
What about
I get what you're saying though, because
what?
we don't know, because we don't know if they were there. There could have been some that were just inherently violent, but we're not
Yeah,
gonna know that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know what velociraptors did. We don't know if they were like
like
eating.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, like they could have been. I mean, they say
Cars
they were
or
really smart. So if they were really smart, maybe they did run around and just mess with stuff. Oh,
maybe they were the scientists.
dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins do have that trait. Um,
Oh yeah, just beat stuff up.
Yeah,
For fun.
they just be killing sharks for no reason. They
Yeah,
don't even eat sharks.
yeah.
They just see them and start bashing them, and then like they flip something in the air. Oh, the pufferfish.
Puffer. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, to get a little.
yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, I guess there you go. That if anything, you can probably classify a dolphin as having violent tendencies because
Yeah, they
yeah,
assault you too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They do a lot of stuff. They'll crash out for no reason at all, and it's like so.
Get their little rocks off. But
Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying if they going for a mammoth now, then what next? What will curiosity bring out the bag?
Dinosaurs, like you said.
Like yeah, what they gonna break out the little break from the amber? Yeah, the little dinosaur fossil.
That's what they want, bro. But but
Absolutely.
but they want us to be comfortable with this first, though. So that's why they're doing like you said, the cute little mice. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, they're adorable
they're adorable. Oh, it's not so bad.
until they start mixing T-Rexes with alligators.
Exactly. Yeah, they're really gonna try and make Godzilla then.
Right. You got this 100-foot reptile stomping through the streets. Like, all
That'd be
right,
terrifying.
it's all started with a mouse.
I'll start with a mouse. So, but
But
yeah,
I don't. I mean, yeah, I think stuff is extinct for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't fit to survive, because like think about it, cockroach has been around since dinosaur ages.
that's true.
Alligators, crocodiles, most of the other stuff is like I don't want to say not mutated, but evolved. I guess evolved over
Mhm.
time, like to preserve itself. So it's like if you didn't do any of those things, then maybe you're not supposed to be here.
So don't bring them back.
Yeah, don't bring them back. Like, why would you bring a mammoth back? Especially, why would you bring a mammoth back if, like, I think they were made for were they made for like cooler weather, cold
Yeah,
weather?
colder.
Because
Yeah, the ice age.
where are they gonna live?
Yeah, because we're under global warming at the current
Yeah,
moment.
there's nowhere you can live except Antarctica or like the North Pole, where it's gonna
Maybe
be cold.
they'll figure out how to clone an environment and bring back
Yeah, see,
do something like that.
that's a waste of money.
I don't know.
Let's figure out how to take care of the things we have. I'm not with that. In other news, speaking of guinea pigs, hey, you sent me a video that I watched
Yeah,
about a horror movie it's called Guinea Pig or something like that, or is it like a
something like
series?
that. Guinea pig, something evil guinea pig or something. It was a
Yeah,
Japanese. It's a Japanese flick.
yeah. Basically, they didn't know if it was people didn't know if it was real or not.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
let's watch the video. You want to watch the
Yeah.
whole thing? I mean, or do we want to cut it because it's like 12 minutes?
Oh, we gonna cut it. Just
All right.
we get an idea.
All right.
the 80s, I was obsessed with tracking down weird videos, just weird videos and weird films we had seen. And one of the films that came to me was a movie called Guinea Pig. And I promptly made a copy of it. And the FBI said, you need to hand over the original tape.
That is Chris Gore, and the tape he's talking about contained a copy of a Japanese horror film from 1985. Back then, as the founder of the infamous Film Thread magazine, he was always on the lookout for the most obscure movies he could possibly find. And the way to do that was to tap into the somewhat underground world of VHS tape trading.
We were trading tapes with so many people.
Crazy.
And then the thing was is they would send me their weird tapes. That's how we did all of this.
Those tapes would often contain unauthorized copies of movies from all around the world that were either extremely difficult to find or straight up banned in some countries. The kind of stuff you couldn't just find in your local Blockbuster. And while the majority of the movies were just strange or bizarre, one of them felt different.
If you hate constantly
Okay, well, there's an ad there. Okay, here, I'll stop. So yeah, it was called Guinea Pig, Flesh and Blood or something like that. Basically, you all can go and watch the full length of that. It's like a 12-minute video. It's called the horror film So Real. But the movie is called Guinea Pig or something like that. And like Rick said, it's a Japanese film. And basically, the gist of it was there was this film that they didn't know if it was real or not because I guess it didn't have any like credits. Like there wasn't any like
there were no credits, there was no music score, there was nothing. It was just straight, just raw film.
Yeah, it was marketed as found footage, and it was basically where there's a guy, I guess, that's filming, and there's this lady getting off the subway, and he just follows her, and then eventually it leads to a chase where he's chasing her down, where he gets her, and then like there's like this warehouse or something like that. And I'm not gonna go into detail about what all happened to her, but if you watch the video, you can just it was bad. But
no, I'm just thinking like what, like if this was mistaken for real, then I'm just thinking of and I think you said it before we even started recording, like what can be put in movies today or like home films today, and what can they get away with as fake or movie magic, but it's actually real. So it's like thinking of it the flip side, like, okay, we just watched a movie, but it's actually real.
And I think now it's easier to get away with that just because of where we're at technology wise. Whereas back then, I think like that raised red flags, obviously, because it's like, wait, some of this stuff doesn't, like, how do you do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
This film came out in 1985, I think they
85.
said. So obviously technology and film wasn't at that level to where, where it's like, oh, that's just whatever. Like now you can do stuff so much like CGI or like all the cosmetics and stuff like that. And then even like you can use AI now to make, do movie stuff. So to make something look real, I mean, now you wouldn't know real from fake, you know what I mean? So
that's true. Yeah. Enough movie magic, VFX or whatever. And then so I'm curious how this movie looked if we were to watch it today in like 720 or just standard definition today versus VHS quality back in the 80s. I wonder if it'll put some glaring spotlights on. Okay, that's obviously fake, something like that. But no, what's going back to the kind of dark side, there's already a huge community on the internet that enjoys kind of like gore or that type of content. So I know there's been, just in our years of being on the internet, there's been some stories where it's like, that's insane, but it's pretty much snuff, kind of like people.
That's the name of it. Snuff films,
trying to get away with real violent things online.
That part, it is kind of scary because it's like like, all right, because I think about this, like, you know, being in film and stuff like that myself, where it's like when you're up and coming, you're willing to take roles like that, maybe not be. I mean, you're just trying to get your name out there, so you're just taking roles, and so that I think that mindset leaves you open to doing things where you don't do any research. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, for example, when, like, for me, if I don't get anything sent through like my agent, I got to do my own research. Like when I'm submitting for stuff or whatever, I got to do my own research. So like I'll sit there, I'm like, all right, let me look up this director or this casting director, whoever it is. Let me look them up to see what they have done. Right. If it's like, oh, if I can recognize some of the work they've done, I'm like, okay, all right. So they probably cool. I can inquire more, or I can look into it more. If it's a bunch of stuff that look like it's like not necessarily just low budget, because low budget don't mean it's
no, yeah,
real, but if it just looks like a bunch of stuff that it was like somebody could have just thrown on a page, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about the quality of this, like, or I don't know if this is real. Let's say that, like, if I can't search any of these things, like, I got to be able to search your projects and search some of the actors and actresses and stuff like that, and be able to know that, one, they're real people, two, this project really existed and it wasn't just like something that you put on your page, because that happens. Like, people put stuff on their page and the project don't even, like, you can't find it. Yeah, you can't find it.
So like padding their resume.
Yeah. It's just like it might have been something that they wrote, or something that they filmed, but they never actually put out, right? And they have it on their page, like, oh yeah, I did this.
Is that frowned upon?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I would say so, but I think it also, there's also context to it. Like, if you're like newer and it's just like, hey, I've been writing stuff, and like maybe
or
it's
maybe
like,
you have it to show.
Yeah, like it's up
not
on
for public. Yeah.
Okay. It's like, all right, this is for my reel, because I got stuff in my reel that hasn't been released. Let's say that. Like, but it's from a long time ago. So it's like stuff in my old reel that it was projects that I did that didn't get released, but we just have clips from it. So I mean, there's some context to it, but I also don't have those projects on my page though. So like, if you look at my IMDb, you won't see those movies, or you won't see those shorts. You can see it in my reel, but not on my page though. So only stuff on my page is stuff that's actually been published or put out.
Yeah. Cool. Got you.
Yeah.
So, little insight.
So I say that to say, like, at that point, I think you can get duped. And now, will it lead to something like, something crazy like that? I would hope not, but I do think you can get duped, where it's just like, you can get tricked out. Maybe you get tricked out of some money, or whatever, or like you get used, for free work or something. I don't know.
Like free work. But well, from the flip side, they get you there and you hear, do you want to play a game?
Hey, for that reason, I don't be like, I've auditioned for, or at least I submitted for some. I ain't necessarily. I say I auditioned for a couple of like thrillers / like horrors, but like I try to read, like, does this character die? Because as long as the character doesn't die, then I like, all right, if I get this role, at least I know if something happens, it wasn't written for me to get hurt. So I'm not, if I get hurt, there's something really wrong about this. Yeah. Nah, yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why I was like, as a young person, getting into film or something like that. I mean, really in any industry, but especially in film, because everybody thinks that they're gonna get in and become the next biggest star. That's kind of, I guess that's kind of like, what's that? The Black Dahlia? Because wasn't she trying to be like an actress or something, or a model or something? Remember?
I don't know.
The lady?
I can't remember the story.
Yeah, they just, I mean, they don't really, I don't think they ever really, let me see. Black Dahlia. How do you spell that? Okay. I want to say she was trying to become an actress. Elizabeth Short. Yeah,
White lady?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What happened to her?
She got offed.
In Lamert Park?
Yeah. She was in New England, Florida, and then relocated to California. Yeah, she was commonly held that she was an inspiring actress, though she had no known acting credits or jobs during her time in Los Angeles. So, see, like
Okay.
I'm not saying that like, oh, that's just something that's just common, but I just think like that's something that you got to be mindful of, like, because people will take advantage of like your ambitions or your desires for things, like, you know, and so like a film like what they're talking about, like with the guinea pig, although I think they did eventually debunk it that it
Yeah,
was
they
film.
debunked it.
They had the behind the scenes of how they did this stuff. So, but spoiler alert, you were going to find it out anyway. It doesn't matter. So, it wasn't real. It was
A simple Google search.
yeah, it's not very hard to figure that out. But I don't think that. I think that stuff like that really has happened, and it does happen. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, like I said, I think it's easy to, because man, people that are trying to become actors, bro, they get thirsty. Like I was thirsty when I was young,
Yeah.
starting out, because like when you don't have anything, you're trying to get your reel. You know what I mean? And because the reel, that's your resume. Like that's how you're gonna book some other things. So and then that's the networking and all that stuff. So you got to do this. So sometimes you just like, bro, I just need something to put on here. I need a credit. And a lot of times like you'll go without pay, depending on, how, for me, I've always had a job too. So, I was able to do stuff without pay and still be okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I also did a lot of stuff with my friends. So we all helped each other out and build our resumes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you could see someone potentially
Falling for that?
Yeah.
Very easy. It's not I like I said, I don't think it's like something that's super common, because I like to believe that humans aren't that nasty. I think that's just individuals. Like there's just individuals out there that are like that. And
But you want to know what the fact that he said, okay, we're sharing these we share these tapes, we make copies and send them. I mean, that just means there's people sharing unpublished videos.
I thought that was weird.
Yeah. I thought it was dope, but it's still like, what could get mixed into those unpublished videos?
That's the part that I thought was weird, because it's like, like I agree, it can be dope, like when you have, because everybody has like their thing. Like some people are horror movie buffs, some people like certain type of video games, some people like like I know you used to listen to a lot of like underground music. You used to put me on to some music, some artists I never heard of, which that in and of itself is not weird. Like you having a interest in something is not weird. I think it's like once it starts getting to be like this really obscure content where it's like,
and then anonymity starts creeping
in.
And sharing.
Yeah, I think that part becomes weird, because like if we're just we all like horror movies, right? And we're all creating horror movies, but we understand that these are just horror movies that we're creating, or we found a low budget one. But when we start getting into like the macabre, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Like what this film was, which obviously, like I said, we found out it was fake. But when we start getting into stuff like that, I think now we might be getting into a issue. Like it's a little bit muddy. Because, like, how much of this is like niche to now it's like
fetish.
Like, yes, there we go. Fetish.
Yes,
that's the
niche
word.
or fetish or
yeah,
because we already hear enough dark stories. So just thinking of the possibilities and the potential that could be shared.
Because it's not only that it takes it takes a certain mind to create this, but it also takes a certain mind to be entertained, like,
and seek it out.
Yes, there you go. And it's like, and then to trade it at that, like to be trading it to other people, because it's like there's got to be like a person down the line that maybe you don't know, like maybe you get it, you watching, like, whoa.
If it's like if it's a fetish, it's like, when will they will they hit a threshold and like, all right, I'm tired of this fake shit. I need something real. Like I want to see something real now. And like, would it get to that point?
That's the scary part because fetishes tend to lead to that, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that's those are the that's kind of like the taboo part of like what people don't talk about when people have fetishes for things, because then they start to want more.
Yep.
Like, and they want it to be more because like
people want to just take it for like, no, take for surface value or take for what it is.
Yeah.
There's something
like this, right? Like let's take one that seems like, I guess, innocent or not as dark. People that have foot fetishes, right? They like think about it like this. They might probably start out just watching videos of like people with feet, you know, like just watching foot videos or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they want to get like personal videos like from people, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh man, I want to get this sent directly to me, like instead of watching
more,
you know
personal.
what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they find a person or people that they like in particular. And then they start like, hey, I want to get it specifically from this person. And then it becomes like, I want to meet that person.
Yeah.
And be with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when it starts, that's when the stalker stuff starts happening. So like, yeah.
There's potential for that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's like, what happens, but yeah.
Yeah. And like I'm saying, I'm not trying to put it out there like this is like something that's common. I don't know that that's common, but I think like you said, I think fetishes can become dangerous, like because it's the start of a hunger, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to feed that beast.
Yeah.
Just imagine someone at the airport or on an airplane sniffing people's feet because they got a foot fetish.
But that stuff happens though. That's the thing. I feel like that there's stories like that where people just be like, man, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like, no, you caught me in the act. Like I didn't mean for you to catch me.
Like they wait for you to go to sleep and they're like, brother, hey, now that made me think like whenever I get on a plane, I want to make sure I did not shower. But then they might like that. I don't know. So
man, what if you get home and like your drawers and socks are gone? Because someone stole them because they got a thing for that.
You know what? Here's the thing. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But then like I think I would be more weirded out that somebody was in my house than if they took that, because I'm just like,
no, I'm talking about like from your suitcase. So say you traveling and then you get home, open your suitcase, your socks, like half your socks is gone, and your drawers like
that would be weird. But I don't think I would be like, I think it's different for women. True. Because I think now it's like you feel like a little in danger. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I would feel like in danger as much as I'd be like, really? Like, I don't think you want those. Like,
exactly.
You know, I don't think it's gonna do what you think it's gonna do for you. But
that bag of underwear, I didn't have the chance to wash that. That's why it's in a plastic bag.
So I'm about to say, like, I don't wash when I'm on trips. I don't wash anything. So, like, I pack enough clothes. And I'll pack a couple extra, like just in case. You never know what happens, like, you know. So you just pack an extra. But mostly everything that's in that bag on my way home is dirty. So have fun. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro.
For real.
Yeah.
That's crazy. There's plenty of other stuff that we have no idea that's going on. Just as crazy.
What movies do you think? Have you seen any movies where you think like that you've been kind of like questioned, like, are there some parts that's real? Because like how we talked about, like, our example, The Crow, where it was a Bruce Lee's son. He was, you know, he lost his life in that movie, like filming that.
Yeah.
Are there any other movies that you look at like man, I wonder if this, like, what was this like?
None that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe. I don't even want to say Blair Witch. That was just because how that was filmed. So not necessarily thinking it was real. So there ain't nothing that I can think of for real.
I know of movies where actors really got hurt. One that I found out about recently was, you remember Paid in Full?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the scene where Cameron he pulled the dude out the car. So apparently, I was watching somebody talk about that. Apparently, that wasn't in the script. Like, Oh, it was Woody Harris. Woody Harris. He was talking about it because he was in the movie, and he was talking about how he said that scene came about. He said what was in the scene was the guy was supposed to drive up in the car, say something to Cameron, and Cameron was supposed to hit him or something like that. Well, apparently Cameron actually punched the guy and then pulled him out the car and was really punching him in the face, and like he was really bleeding. And so let me see. And so they was like I guess they just kept it.
Mhm.
They kept the scene. Yeah, Rico. Yeah. This is it. So it's like here we go.
Nigga need some work, man. What's going on?
The language, sorry.
Ain't nothing pumping right now, B.
Come on, man. I know y'all got something.
Fuck is you deaf, man? I said we ain't got shit going on right now, B.
So niggas supposed to stop because your man got shot.
What, partner?
Calvin got you niggas shook.
Calvin. That nigga.
Come on,
You
man.
What the fuck is you want to Calvin hose me?
Nah, oh, get that nigga out the car, man. Get Calvin out the car. Get that bitch out the car.
None of this was supposed to happen. This was not written. None of that.
Your sneakers too, man.
You talking about Calvin? Get off the block. Me out the game. Shit got.
So yeah, none of that was supposed to happen. Like it was supposed to just be him hitting him in the car. I guess he was supposed to drive off. Him pulling the gun and making him get undressed, punching him in the face. Say he really had a busted lip and everything. And so, but they kept it. But the film, they were really excited about it because they was like, "Oh man, this is great. We got it." They said they got it all in one shot and they kept it. And,
what about homie who got hit?
Yeah. So okay. And so the other thing was, I guess when he auditioned for that, he brought a real gun to the audition. Like he talked about that. He brought a real gun to the audition. It wasn't loaded, but I mean, he was like, I really need this job. He's like, I really need this. So he's like, I want to be convincing. He's like, I grew up around this environment. So he was like, I know this story. Like, these are people that he knew.
Yeah.
So, but
all right.
So like stuff like that. Like, are there any projects or films that you've seen that you're like, oh man, I wonder if that was real?
Well, that was real. And
not necessarily that somebody died, just
Oh yeah, I'm not thinking of death. There's nothing I can think of
because I can't think of none. That was the one I could think of because I just recently heard about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I know about like all that, any Jackie Chan movie, all his stuff is real. He broke his back when he did. I forgot what movie it was, but I remember them talking about like he jumped onto that Christmas tree, fell and broke his back or whatever. I'm just like, yeah. See,
no, I can't.
There's things that I'm just not okay. I'm not okay with doing. I don't want to get. The Rocky movies, the Rocky and Creed.
Oh yeah,
that stuff was real-ish.
Yeah,
real-ish. But like, so like, they was talking about like Michael B. I guess he was really getting put on the canvas. Yeah, and I don't care what they say. They said that it's not a full, like, okay, so they're standing still, like they're standing flat-footed and they're just like swinging from a base, right? So it's not like setting up in your stance or whatever.
Power behind it through your legs or nothing.
Yeah, and he's just like putting his head into the punch, but it's like even still, I mean, you get punched in the face, like
yeah, after so many times.
Yeah. You got to get in the first take.
Do you think he got bruised or anything like that?
For sure, he had to have. I would think.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Because I used to think I wanted to do like those type of movies. Like I was like, man, I want to be in a boxing movie. And then when I found out they was really getting hit, I was like, maybe if I had a stunt double,
they would pay you that get hit money.
Yeah. It definitely got to be a nice check. Like I got to be able to take the year off type check, like
right,
comfortably. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me recover.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that as well. Him talking about getting hit in that movie. I heard in Any Given Sunday when Jamie Foxx got in a fight with, what was it, LL
Cool J. Yep.
Yeah, that was real.
Mm-hmm.
That was real.
Yeah, there was some real bad blood there. Which, you know what, man? LL is a tough dude, man.
Why you say that?
You heard the story? You ever heard the story about what happened when his house got robbed or got invaded?
Mm-mm.
Man,
Pull the yistles out.
no, he put hands on the dude.
Oh,
Yeah, he put hands on the dude, and the dude ended up in ICU.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Look that up.
beat him. So he actually told the story on Drink Champs, I think. Because he never told the story. It was told for him, but then they asked him on Drink Champs, and he explained what happened. Now he didn't tell it. He didn't tell the story like, oh yeah, I just went downstairs and I beat him up. Like he told it like from a real perspective. He was like, basically, he said he thought his daughter was getting home late because the alarm went off in the living room, and he didn't understand why it was going off. But he thought maybe his daughter had, just getting home. Yeah, so he was going downstairs to turn it off. He went downstairs and he heard somebody in the kitchen, and so he went in the kitchen and he saw just some big dude, in his kitchen, and he's like, bro, I was scared. Like, I didn't have nothing on me. It was just me, and I think he might have grabbed like a bottle, or he might have grabbed something. Like it wasn't no yistle, but he grabbed something, and he said it was just his hands. He said they was going back and forth for a minute, and he said he finally got him down, and they called the police, and that was that. But he didn't make it sound like it was just like, yeah, I got in there and I gave him two. It was like, bro, I'm fighting for my life. Yeah, he's like, I'm just trying not to get hurt. So
yeah, interesting.
I appreciated that take because me, I'm telling the story like, yeah, bro, I mopped him. I mopped him, bro. Like, yeah, he wrong place, wrong time.
He was by the end, he was begging for me to let him go.
Yeah, it was actually 3 of them. It was 3 of them, and they was all like, bro, they was begging me to stop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Nah, I wouldn't want to be in that situation though. Be for real, like that would be terrifying. Like you don't, what I'm saying? Like you going and not knowing what's going on. You thinking it's one thing, and then you get down there and realize that you're in a battle now.
All right. Well, let's battle this wiki game out.
Yeah, there we go.
Shoot.
All right, where we starting at? Snuff films.
Okay. I was gonna say Black Dahlia because
Black Dahlia.
I already had that pulled up.
Yeah, let's start there then. I'm going to my incognito. I do not want this on my history. It's already gonna be on my computer though, so it don't really matter. But all right, Black Dahlia. Where do you want to go to? Let's just go to Woolly Mammoth.
All right.
Is that random enough? I think that's random enough.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like. Got it. Get it.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good. All right. And then okay. 3, 2, 1. Wiki. All right.
Wiki.
Woolly Mammoth. Let's see. What's the easiest way to get there?
Animals. I would think.
I guess I don't really have a route. Now that I think about it.
Maybe I do.
You think so?
Oh, not anymore. I thought
I was thinking that it would be kind of simple, but now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I just got on a geometry math. What the let's try to go here.
Let's do this. I'm pretty sure I'm already way, way away.
Just know I'm at Pythagoras.
Oh, man.
What the hell?
Yeah, I actually don't know where I'm at now.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I think I have an idea.
See, I really thought,
wait, maybe go here.
Oh,
I have an idea.
All right, I think I'm about to get it.
Where would they wouldn't be Mediterranean Sea. Where do you think the mammoths would reside at on the earth?
Well, I can't tell you that. I know where I think they were, but I actually don't think I was right though. So I don't think I should tell you anyway.
Oh, here we are.
Let's see. I feel like I'm in the neighborhood though.
Oh, don't worry, I'm there. Not really. I feel like I'm not like super far off. Damn, I had to look up because I had not looked up for the whole time I've been doing this, bro.
I've been looking up. I've been looking up every now and then just to make sure you ain't get me again. Let me you know what? Let's try this. Yeah.
I'm at Jurassic.
Yeah, Jurassic.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been smart actually. Now I think about it.
That's why I was like, oh, okay, I might actually get there. But no, that wasn't actually that bad. That was kind of quick.
Yeah.
So you was bull driving the whole time.
No, I wasn't bull driving. Look, all right, here you gonna see woolly mammoth, mammoth, elephant.
Oh my God.
Come on, Homo erectus.
Just animals.
Nope. Prehistoric warfare, Stone Age, flood myth, yeah, Noah's Ark. Mountain range.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. White Mountains of California. And then California, and then Black Dog. Nah,
Okay.
I was serious. I didn't know where I was going with it, and I was just trying to figure it out. But now that I think about it, if I just went to movies and went to Jurassic Park, I mean,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, so all right, I was at Jurassic. I got to Jurassic from Mediterranean Sea, Ancient Greek, Pythagorean theorem, bisection, Black Dahlia.
Oh, so you actually had a shorter path to get there, like, or you was gonna get there.
I was actually reading. I was opening up the sections and reading, trying to. Once I got the ancient Greek, I was like, I think I screwed up. But no, when I went to Pythagorean, because it was all math, I was like, I screwed up.
I stopped reading because it seemed like you were getting quicker with the finding the stuff. So I was like, man, I gotta stop reading and just find some keywords and just keep going.
No, that's this time I did actually read a little more, so I was taking my time. Yes.
Yeah. You know, I'm starting to streak back up. Let's get it. Tiebreaker. That's what they call me. But yeah. That's what's up, man.
Got it.
Yeah. Y'all go and do it too. And time yourselves.
Yep. Black Dahlia to woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
Took about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Something like that. See if you can
probably
beat me.
A little less.
You probably beat Rick because Rick was going slow. But like you can't beat me.
Can't see him.
Can't see me. But yeah, y'all tell us what y'all think. Are there any movies out there that you've seen that you thought might have been maybe real, or maybe there was just like a specific scene that you was like, oh, this might be real? Go watch the video of that we talked about, the horror film So Real of the Guinea Pig. And also let us know what y'all think about a woolly mice. You getting one as a pet? Y'all like woolly mammoths? I don't know.
Is it a cute version of them? Is it cute to y'all, actually?
Which I don't even think it's
still, it's still a mouse.
Yeah, it looks gross to me. Looks like it might have fleas.
Yeah, it looks like it could carry fleas. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then it looked like it smelled like wet dog.
If I'm gonna get a rodent, it's gonna be a hamster. Give me a hamster.
Yeah, hamsters are cool, except for you remember Pikachu and Caramel?
Survival of the fittest.
Can we tell the story?
Yeah, tell it.
Okay, hey, all right. Real quick before we go, we got to tell you the story. All right, so when we was in school still, I think about it my freshman year. We had some friends. These two girls, they had pet hamsters that were in the same enclosure or whatever. Their names was Pikachu and Caramel. Pikachu was a little bit bigger than Caramel. To cut the story short, we got a phone call up to our room one night. It was like, hey, we need you to come down here. We need some help. like, okay, what's going on? It was like something happened with the hamsters, blah blah blah. Okay, so we come down there. Pikachu ate caramel. Let's just say, let's get to it. Pikachu, it's not funny, but it's funny because if you understand why, they didn't feed the hamsters. They forgot to feed the hamsters that day. Pikachu got hungry and ate caramel, but that's not the funniest part, though. All right, it's kind of sick, but it's funny though. Pikachu was stacking the bones. So like he was like, oh, we came down there. He was just doing this on the bones, and then he was like placing the bones like it was like a pile, like
in the corner, huh?
Yeah, in the corner, and then like Caramel's head was still like on the side somewhere. It was gross. It was like, bro, I didn't know hamsters did that.
Yeah, same.
I don't know if they're supposed to. I think that one did though.
Nature.
I won't go into detail, but we did get rid of it. I won't go into detail about how we got rid of it, but we got rid of it.
Pikachu and Caramel, bro. I forgot all about that,
bro.
The panic that ensued.
Dog, that was. Hey, I did not want to stick my hand in there. I was like, I'm not sticking my hand in there.
Yeah,
we'll get it out, but it ain't gonna. I'm not getting it. That one was crazy,
man. Imagine that, just mammoth size, though.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Using our bones for toothpicks.
Yeah, that's basically what he was doing. That's good. hey, you got some more of this? Hey, that's what that tastes like.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that.
And we will catch y'all.
You will catch y'all. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for the
ding.
To be notified when we drop. As always, this has been another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I want to have your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick.
We'll catch y'all next week.
Out.
Peace.